Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. This is SA Today. Let's continue here now. The Frances Baard District Municipality, in collaboration with its 4 local municipalities, namely Sol Plaatje, Magareng, Dikgatlong and Phokwane, will be hosting its annual Small Business Week from 24th to the 26th of November 2021. Now, to tell us more about this, we're joined via Zoom by Freddy, Netshivhodza, Director, Planning and Development, Frances Baard District Municipality. Thank you so much for joining us, Freddy, this afternoon.
Thank you, Unati, for having me.
Now, before we...
It's such an honor for me to be here. Yes,
now, before we start, I mean, we were reading a story earlier that there are water challenges in one of the municipalities, the Sol Plaatje municipality. 3 days of no water. Talk to us very quickly about the latest there.
Yes, I wouldn't be really the best person to answer these problems, but we were notified that they are busy doing the upgrades in one of the pipes, so they will resume the water on Sunday. That's what we've been notified about. Yes. All
right, thank you for that. Now let's get into this initiative that the Frances Baard municipality is, currently busy with. I mean, when you hear of these initiatives, you get really excited, but one always wonders, to what extent it will benefit the real people that it is intended to benefit. So we understand that this initiative is aligned to the Global Entrepreneurship Week. Now, tell us about what your plans are locally. How will the upcoming Business Week, particularly in the Northern Cape, benefit small businesses in the district?
Thank you, Unati. You have already mentioned that this coincides with the global entrepreneur work. So in our case, we package it in terms of the Small Business Week because you have to know that entrepreneur and business, small business is a different topic, even if it's being used interchangeably. But this is the platform where we have the specialists, the investors, the funders, the researchers, where they come and impact the knowledge to our SMMEs within the district. So it's within the same program where we are able to identify the opportunities and the shortfall of the SMMEs which they require within the district of the Frances Baard. But in mostly is for information sharing, is to advise or to give information to the SMMEs who are inspired to become the entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship, because we want them to focus globally, not only having a little corner shop where they are not even focusing on growth, only focusing on having passive income. But it's just to remind them that when you have a business or a startup, it's all about disrupting the market and the value chain, Unati.
Someone who is within these municipalities, these councils, listening now, owns a small business, has been running it for some time. Talk to us about, what they can expect. So when is it running? And what can they expect when they get there? And what can they expect to take out, from this, Business Week initiative?
Thank you, Unati. The program from the district municipality, in collaboration with our 4 locals, as you have already mentioned, it's starting from the 24th to the 26th, but the 24th one, it's only to set the tone, sort of like a launch. But on the 25th and the 26th, that's where we're going to have different topics. I will mention them before I give you the venues. So we have 2 venues identified where the SMMEs can participate in Halishiwa Recreational Hall in Kimberley, and then also Warrenvale Community Hall in Warrington. So that's where we're going to have these workshops. So where the SMMEs will have to expect different information sharing, where we will be discussing topics like, I will just give you just a glimpse of what we're going to discuss. You know that, Unati, because of the COVID-19, we're looking at how do you do business in the era of change and uncertainty. You know that you have to able to read the market. You should be able to move with time, because we can't do business as usual. In terms of, we have also the know-how on how to do business, the new business playbook, factors to consider when building a business that lasts. Also, we have topics like the commercial blueprint, sharing clear, measurable method on how to translate viable ideas in commercial entities. So the reason why I love the entrepreneurs is because they're more focused on they set the motion. They are more focused on the growth. It is important that we encourage our SMMEs to think like an entrepreneur, so that they mustn't only think as a business owners. So if you have a business that is not impacting somebody, so we have to focus on your business as in creating job opportunities for those within the radius where you are living in. It's all about changing the livelihoods of the people. That is the main idea. So just to give you an idea of what we're going to be discussing, but the main focus is on the post-COVID. So I think that is the main one. Where we need to change the way we do things. Yes.
Talking about COVID-19,
yes.
Talk to me about the impact that it has had on some businesses in the Northern Cape, particularly in the districts that you are targeting. How bad has the situation been, and where do you think you have a role to play to help?
Unati, look at, you know that next year we're looking forward to conduct the census. So we haven't had the recent stats in terms of the census. We only had the community survey and the 2011 statistics. So I'm very happy that we will be able to know the extent at which the COVID-19 has impacted the business. You know that for now, as a base, I'm just excited that we will know from the national, provincial, districts until to the local on how the impact has been. So for now, really, we know that most of the businesses closed down. I can just give you an example that we have, as a district, the initiative for machinery and equipment, where we provide funding to the SMMEs. We had a lot of applications. So we had a lot of application. It's a non-financial. We procure machinery which the businesses want. So there's a criteria we use, but there's a lot of business that closed. But for now, I can't give you the exact numbers, but as the census is going to take place starting from next year, I'm glad that we're going to have a base. We'll know the exact number of how much the business has been impacted by the COVID-19. So we were lucky, Unati, that we didn't have the vandalism or the looting. So it was going to be more worse. But yeah.
No, certainly.
That's what I can say.
No, certainly.
Yes.
You know, I mean, this is not the first time you're having this summit.
It's not the first time.
Talk to me about the benefits and the successes of the summit, because one would want to come in there and really get some tangible kind of information to help them pivot out of whatever current situation that they're in, or maybe help them, as you've said, think differently now that we are trying to think post-COVID-19. So how successful are they really, these summits?
Yes, look, Unat, I've indicated that mainly is the celebration of the startups, the entrepreneurs, the innovators, the job creators. So we get all these specialists that comes and give information sharing. Their business has been tried, have been tested. So the main one is on how they're supposed to run their businesses. What I can say is most of the SMMEs, they run their business under loss. You see, what they will get is, like, for example, it's within this workshop that you identify the opportunity, you identify the backlogs. You identify the backlog of what the SMME wants. That's what we're able to identify that, look, it's not enough to give the SMMEs only the education and the training and the skills. They also need tangible support. That's why we initiated the machinery and equipment program. So, Unati, we're not only, it's not only Frances Baard. We have DDAT, development, economic development. We also have National Empowerment Fund. We also have NEDA. All these departments, like previously, Department of Economic Development, they provided the equipment to different SMMEs. So it's within this context that we identify problems. Those who only need maybe skills development, they see that will also assist them in terms of training. So there's a whole range of diverse departments and organizations, the funders that helps the SMMEs, because it's a lot of them, it's more than 200. So we not only supported them in terms of finance, but we also support them in terms of human resources. So that's what they can expect to get. But more importantly, they need to get skills and know-how on how to move with time in terms of the market dynamics, market changes within the countries.
Freddy, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, so if you want to pivot your business or help with your business during these times and you happen to live in the Northern Cape or do business in the Northern Cape, the Small Business Week runs from the 24th to the 26th of November 2021. Frances Baard Municipality, in collaboration with 4 local municipalities, namely Sol Plaatje, Magareng, Dikgatlong and Phokwane. All right, let's